有没有英文回答你就可以是吧？中文回答，你要什么语言回答？英文 OK， 没问题了。
Please tell me your name and your occupation of your job, please.
Okay, my name is Dixon. I'm a migration agent slash education consultant and also director of New Founders Education and Immigration.
Okay, thank you. My first question is, what makes Chinese students struggling in Australian universities?
I think there's three major issues Chinese students struggle with. The first one would be language barrier. English is not our first language, so sometimes it is difficult for them to understand what has been taught in the classroom. Think about that, if everything been taught in Chinese, it would be much easier for them, but sometimes they just struggle with understanding the content of the class. That's why they struggle with academic progression. So that would be the first one. The second one would be accommodation. In Australia, students, especially international students, they are expected to find their own accommodation. Normally, universities or other education provider will not arrange accommodation for them, so they have to. So besides from study, they have to find their own living places. So that would take up some of their study time. The third one will be companionship, which means some of the students they struggle with making friends in Australia. They don't have friends, they're feeling lonely all the time. So I guess those are the three major barriers they have in Australia.
Okay, and can you summarize some common embarrassment or some example that you need to solve it for Chinese students?
I guess the most common issue will be academic progression. I came across a lot of students having trouble passing subjects, having trouble like pacing up with the academic progression. They are on the brink of being excluded by universities. That's the number one issues they have. Besides from that, I guess the second issue would be relationship issues. Some of the students they will not be. Sometimes they're not so open up about this issue, but some of them they're quite open up. They tell me a lot of things about the relationship with their girlfriend and boyfriends, and I guess that would be the second issue they have.
Okay, the last one is, can you give some suggestions to help Chinese students overcome this embarrassment or struggling situations?
Majority of the embarrassment or situations is very easy to overcome. For example, like language barrier. So you should focus more on improving your language skills, help you improving the comprehensive ability of the language. Other suggestion, like practical suggestion, will be to participate in more social activities such as sports or other events. So in the activity, you're able to make new friends and open up yourself a bit more. The second one would be second suggestion would be for them to try to engage help with their own universities. Majority of the education provider in Australia, they have their own assistant network, like within the university itself. So sometimes the network will be very helpful. For example, like student advisor, like psychologists within their own school. So they should seek help with their own university first.
Okay, thank you.